Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So today's restorative yoga, we're going to work to settle the mind very deeply. And you want to have your chair, of course. Remember, I recommend to have a couple of extra props, 3 blankets, and a pillow or a bolster if you have one. And the first thing we want to do is to place either the pillow or the bolster on the chair, and you want the 4 legs of your chair on the mat, or if you're practicing on a rug, and then you know the chair it's not going to slide away, then it's fine. And then for your blankets, you can have the 3 blankets, or just 2 blankets and 1 big towel. So what you want is to have something thick that you can fold, a little thicker, not too much, but just enough that it can give you support. And you want to fold it like, if you have a blanket about this size, you want to fold it in a way that is long, that will support your torso, and have them evenly folded, no wrinkles. Not because I'm being picky or OCD, maybe a little bit. It's not about that, so that the wrinkles don't dig in your skin and doesn't make you go crooked. And then for the 3rd blanket, we're gonna get some support, some space. We're gonna place it between the scapula and to support the neck. So for that, we're gonna take the blanket and fold it in 4, like in a square, or closer to a square, I guess. And at the folded part, you're gonna place it at the top of the blanket where your head is going to go. Then I'll show you other ways to get extra support for those of you who have any neck concerns, who like to have your head higher. But what you want to think is that that triangle is going to go right at the not at the center, sorry, like a third of your blanket, more or less, and we're going to rest our shoulders here. You want the 2 blankets away from the chair, just by a foot or so that your buttocks is going to rest on the floor, and then you're going to support your lumbar spine with the blankets, and then you're going to support your scapula with the 3rd blanket, and maybe your head with this last one, all right? So I will try to get in gracefully, as I always do, and squish yourself close to the chair, and make sure that your skin, your body, your hips are on, or your one hip is on the floor, not on the blanket, because remember, we want to support, we want to support the lumbar spine, then we can move the chair around if needed. Actually, I think mine needs to be a little higher. I miscalculated that. And then come up, extend your legs. Now you want to adjust. If you need to move lower or higher, you're welcome to do that. And so don't worry about the 90-degree angle of your legs here. Your legs are higher. Those of you who have blocks at home, and if you remember how we do the blocks, so you place the blocks at the top, at this part of the chair, and you rest your heels up there, you're welcome to do that too. Otherwise, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please don't bother. Just have your pillow and just relax here. This is what we are doing, so don't worry about the other part. So then have that triangle in between your shoulder blades. So you should be able to feel supported. Make sure it's not digging on your skin. If you feel like your head is falling back, or it just doesn't feel right for you, and you're used to have your head a little higher, you can tuck that corner of your blanket and make a little, not too thick, just a little bit of a noodle to support your cervical spine. So just tucking one edge, making a little bit of a noodle here, so your head is nicely supported. There is no pressure on your neck. Bring your arms anywhere along the sides that feels right for the shoulders, that it feels restful. And you want to take your time here to settle onto your chair shavasana. Bringing the awareness down to the feet, and allow your toes to relax completely. You maybe wiggle them, that's fine. Relax the top of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. And pay attention if your legs feel even, if you still are shifting and trying to find yourself in this position, that's okay, take your time. The chair might feel better if you bring it closer, it might feel better if you push it slightly away, have more of an extension. And it doesn't really matter here, all you want is to feel supported enough that you can completely let go. Make sure you're not pushing the chair with your feet because it might fall and that's not gonna be relaxing. Just make sure that you find that perfect place for your legs to relax. Relax your thighs, your glutes, relax your hips. Notice the curvature of your spine. Notice your shoulders. See if they feel grounded. You can adjust them. You can move them down and draw your blades together and then release. And once you do that adjustment, you might notice that your arms need to be on a different position. And that's okay. Relax your jaw, maybe open your mouth as wide as you can. Watch it if your jaw locks. And get your tongue out. Like if you were trying to touch the ceiling. Breathe through the nostrils as you do this. Maybe move your tongue in circular motions, 5 to one side, 5 to the other. Relax. Close your lips, but make sure that your teeth are not touching. You can close your lips completely or have a little bit of space between them. And then rest your tongue at the roof of the mouth so that you're not clenching your teeth and you're fully relaxing the jaw. This is a very tiny joint, yet it's super powerful. It can give you headaches. Some of us have the tendency to clench our teeth when we're sleeping, especially when we're going under stressful situations, and then we wake up and it's hard to bite, or we get that pain around the temples and on the head, and sometimes it reflects all the way down on the neck. So be super mindful of your jaw, especially if you know you have that tendency. Every now and then when we are being challenged, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, then the jaw starts tensing right away. So checking again and again is a good idea to avoid this deep tension that can bring to our bodies. And then keep your eyes closed, softly closed. Your eyes, the center of your eyes can be just resting at the center with allowing them to sink into its sockets. Some of you might draw the eyes towards the tip of the nose, and if that feels okay, you might focus here. See if you can feel the breath moving in and out. If you are looking at your nose, you might visualize the breath entering your body. And leaving your body. Those of you who enjoy ujjayi breath, sometimes the sound of the breath is very meditative. You're welcome to go right into it. It also helps to build heat and it warms up the lungs. So those of you who haven't done ujjayi breath, you put a little bit of pressure on your throat, just a little bit, not so much, as you breathe in and out through your nostrils so that you create a sound. They call it the sound of the ocean or the victorious breath. If that doesn't work for you, go on to your Dirga Pranayama, your 3-part breath. We do this breath in every single practice. Everybody can do Dirga Pranayama. And all you want to do is to focus the breath into your tummy. You first start by expanding into your lower parts of the body. So inhale, expand your tummy, even if it doesn't feel natural and it doesn't feel like your body really is getting the breath all the way down, that's okay. And then when you exhale, you rest your tummy, let it go down. And you continue to fill up your belly and then start sending the breath into the sides of your body, your side ribs, expanding on the sides. When you exhale, release the sides of your body and finally let your tummy fall. As you inhale, fill up your tummy and then your side ribs and come all the way up to the top of the chest and collarbone, the shoulders. And exhale, release from the shoulders, empty your side ribs, and finally allow your navel to move down. And you continue to breathe in that pattern, and we just allow the body to catch up, because sometimes it just won't feel natural for a long time, and that's okay. This is the most basic breathing technique that is in yoga, but it's not necessarily the easiest. So be kind to yourself if it's not working out right away. Now, if you're doing Ujjayi, try to make the sound a little louder. Feel the weight of your arms. Relax your hands. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Make sure it's relaxed and soft. And relax your face. If observing the breath in your third eye, visualizing the breath moving in and out as you move your eyes towards the tip of the nose. If that works for you, we'll stay here with this visualization. Those of you who are comfortable, roll the eyes towards the center of the forehead between the eyebrows. And you may still visualize the breath moving in through the nostrils, passing through the third eye, and just allow the breath to move in and out. Once we go into this place, once we keep our inner gaze or our drishti focusing right on the third eye, some of you will have the sensation like falling. And that's because we are going into the depths of the mind. So it's only normal to get that sensation. Observe. Now scan your body from bottom to top. Notice if your feet are relaxed, if your lower legs are truly relaxed, your knees are soft. For many of us, chances are that your legs, your thighs, and your glutes are still engaged. So do your very best. You can give them a squeeze purposely and then let them go. That might change the position of your back, and feel free to readjust until you find full relaxation. And sometimes the tension can maybe just transfer. So just because it went away from the legs and the glutes doesn't mean it's already gone. Maybe it launched on your hips or on your sacrum. Maybe it went a little higher onto your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine. Maybe it's on the jaw. Maybe your jaw now is the one that is doing the work. So you want to catch it, and on the next exhalation, passing through the third eye or through your nose, visualize the tension leaving your body. And as you inhale, visualize that pranic energy restoring every corner of your being. Continue doing your pranic work. Observe. Where in your body is the tension? Left or right? Is the energy stuck on the right leg, hip, or shoulder, or the left? Do you notice any involuntary movements as your body starts settling down? Did your mind take you for a journey, on a journey for a moment? Can you bring your mind right back to your body and to your breath? We're gonna get even more grounded here on our chair Shavasana by using our mudras. We have been working with the Merudandas mudras, and we're gonna start with Adi Mudra, bringing your thumb inside your palms. Wrap your thumbs with your fingers, and then bending the elbows, resting the hands on whether it's the rib cage, the waist, or down towards your hips. You can place your hands at the creases of the legs, right on your hip bones. If that bothers your shoulders, your neck, or it feels like too much work and your elbows are rising and it's hard for you to relax here, move your hands a little closer. So there is no right or wrong. You just want your hands close to your body, touching your body. Your mudra is soft, so you're wrapping your thumbs firmly but softly. You're not tensing or cutting the circulation here. And once you find the position that works for you, go back to your breath. You can re-scan your body to find any places of tension. Visualize your prana going to that spot. And when you exhale, visualize the tension leaving through your nostrils. Don't let your mind wander. Keep your mudra relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. Observe your breath.
rising, falling, rising, falling. 3 more breaths. When you finish with your third exhalation, you're going to mindfully release your hands by your sides, palms facing up. Keep your mudra for a few moments. Watch your breath. Notice any particular sensations along your body, the left, the right, the hips and shoulders. Release your thumb. Relax your hands. Observe. Notice if your breath changes, if the sensations of the breath change once you change your mudra, you relax it, relaxing your hand. Be aware of any movements of energy along your body. Send your breath and awareness down to your feet. Wiggle your toes. And move your feet side to side. Wiggle your fingers. Now you may start moving your head gently side to side. And when you are ready, be mindful. You may bring your knees in towards your body. You may help your pillow towards you with your feet. And so once you have your pillow or your bolster, you can come up and grab it, actually. Just be mindful of your back and your neck. Put your pillow aside and carefully move your chair out of the way. Extending your legs down on the floor. Readjust on your blankets if needed. And watch your breath. And you can give a squeeze if it feels right. Releasing every muscle. Pay attention how this asana lands on the floor with the support that you have. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you take your next inhalation, wiggle your toes and fingers. Stretch your arms overhead or to the sides. Extend your legs, bring them closer together. Squeeze your body from bottom to top. Tight fists, prune face, Stretch and tense. Press your body against the floor. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, and move towards your right shoulder. So you can readjust on your blanket so your hips are still on the floor. You're still feeling that support of your blanket along the shoulder. You can have the noodle under your head if you like. Bring your knees a little higher, and then take your pillow, your bolster, or if you have your blocks, you can use your blocks, and place them in between your knees. We're gonna take a few moments here, relax, and observe. If you need to make your support for the head higher, just fold the other end of your blanket and relax here. Don't let your mind wander. You can readjust. You can bring your knees a little higher if it feels okay for your back, rounding your back a little bit, closing yourself into a little ball. But this doesn't feel okay for everybody, so don't make it a goal. Just find anywhere that along this pose that will feel right for you. And then release all tension. On the left side of the body is where we're going to be working our energy. So what you want here is to focus on your left nostril. Remember how we were closing our eyes and bringing them towards the tip of the nose? See if you can focus on the left nostril and imagine the breath just moving in through that side, just through the left. Follow the breath all the way down onto the left side. And when you exhale, imagine the breath coming out only through the left. Some of you will feel the breath only moving through your left side. Some of you won't, and that's fine. It takes practice, but if you stick with it, you will eventually start noticing the difference. If you want to work with your Adi Mudra, if Adi Mudra feels good for you, you're welcome to go right into it. Bring your thumb inside your palm and wrap it with your fingers. Softly. Scan the body from bottom to top. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your hips. See if you can stack them. For that, you want your feet and your knees to be stacked, even if you have your prop in between. Relax your back. Your shoulders, let them roll forward. Make sure that your abdomen is relaxed so that it can move with every breath. Your arms and your mudras are relaxed. Your face, your jaw are relaxed. Your breath is relaxed. And we continue to focus on the left side of the body. Breathing in through the moon side, Ida Nadi, the lunar channel. Don't let your mind wander. If you want to work with a mantra, you repeat in your mind Om as you inhale, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti as you exhale. Your exhalations will naturally become longer when we're working with Adi Mudra. So as you inhale in your mind, Om. As you exhale, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. When we work with the mantra Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, we work with universal peace, cosmic peace, peace within. Relax your face, relax your jaw, continue to breathe. We're gonna take one more breath like this, full deep breath. Gonna let go of your left hand mudra. And as you take your next inhalation, extend your arm forward and reach up towards the sky, opening your chest. And then rest your hand anywhere along the body that will feel right. So some of you will rest the hand on the rib cage, some of you will rest the hand on the hip, maybe on your tummy. You can rest it right at the center if you need to, towards the left side, because we're working still with Ida Nadi, or the lunar side. And then you allow your shoulder to roll back a little bit. Feel free to change your blanket and to rotate your torso upwards, so that is you bring that right shoulder more towards the right, depending what kind of rotation you have on your spine. Find that place that will work for your hand. Make sure that it feels right with the shoulder. You want to feel supported, so your arm is not falling back. It's not prayer breath, and we're trying to keep our energy within ourselves. So it's like hugging yourself. Actually, on the left side, you're hugging your moon energy here. Relax your shoulder, adjust your head so it feels right. Right hand stays with Adi Mudra. This is a very grounding mudra that we're using today. And let go. Continue to work with your breath. If you went into one place with your arm and it doesn't feel right anymore, you can start bringing your chest forward a little bit towards your right. So there is a little more of openness that we had on the first asana, the first pose. but it has to feel relaxing, it has to feel supportive. Send your breath into your hand, your left hand. Make sure your right mudra is relaxed. If you wish, you can go into Mukula Mudra with the left hand. So bringing the thumb to the edge of the index, making a cup with the hand. Inhaling through the moon side, Ida Nadi. Focus on the left nostril. Remember, we're using our visualization to keep the mind anchored, but also to open the channels of energy. Even if you don't get the sensation today, we continue to work, and eventually you will. If you're working with your mantra, remember you repeat in your mind Om as you inhale, and Shanti, Shanti, Shanti as you exhale. If the Sanskrit doesn't work for you, you can hold in your mind the word peace as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Remember that Ida Nadi, or the lunar side, the lunar energy, is cooling energy. When we're feeling anxious, hyper, we want to work with the left side of the body, with the left nostril. Noticing the left nostril, inhaling through your moon channel. Ida Nadi. We're going to take one more breath here, full deep breath. And next time you inhale, extend your arm towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hand in front of you, bend the elbow, relax your mudra on your right hand. Take a few moments and observe. When you are ready, you can mindfully move the pillow or bolster out of the way, have it handy, and find your way onto your back. You can take your time to readjust at the center of the blankets. Extend your legs, bring your hands by your sides, readjust, and then release. Observe your energy. Notice if you feel the breath, the movement of the energy through the left side. It's not only through the nostril that you will be able to catch the energy. Once you sync with that, you'll feel it all along the left side, all the way down onto the toes and back up in through the left nostril, passing through the third eye. It's a very subtle sensation, whatever that means for you. That might be very obvious to some of you, and that's okay. But you don't look for something very big, just the tiniest of sensations. Focus on that and observe it. We're gonna take one more breath here, full deep breath. And before we move on to the other side, remember to pass your pillow or props onto the left side. We're gonna work with the Pingala Nadi by laying down onto the left side. So closing the left side. I'm sorry, I'm giving you my back. So once again, remember to still have your hips on the floor, your torso, shoulders supported by the blankets. You have this blanket as a pillow, that third one. So your shoulder is on the two blankets, and the third blanket is just across the shoulder to support your neck. And make sure that you find that place that will work for you. Then for your knees, remember you can have your knees lower or higher. And depending on your back, some of you might actually go all the way into rounding your back. This is not going to feel great for everybody, so make sure it does feel good for you. Then place your prop in between your knees, between your ankles, depending what kind of props you have, your blankets, or if you have extra blankets, that's perfect. And take your time to adjust. And once you find the place that works for you, we're gonna go into Adi Nadi, Adi Mudra, with your hands, both hands. So you bring your thumbs inside your palms. And let go here. Remember, your mudra is soft and firm. We start working with the left side of the body, the right side of the body, expanding through the right. And you may Close your eyes. And start connecting again with your nadi by bringing your drishti, this time to the right nostril, bringing your gaze, your inner gaze, through the right nostril. And here is where we work with the third eye by visualizing, imagining basically the breath entering through the right nostril and infusing all your right side from the toes all the way up into the crown of the head. When you exhale and you feel the energy moving from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes, rising and falling. So although you are not moving, by working with your pranayama, with your breathing technique, focusing on that right nostril, there is much activity in your energetic field. So this time we are unclogging, cleansing the Pingala Nadi, the solar channel, that solar energies within the body, which run through our along the spine, and it supports all the right side of the body. Pingala energy is brighter, it's warmer, it is more energizing. Opposite to Ida Nadi, which is calming and cooling, and it's really good when we are feeling anxious. Pingala is the opposite. Pingala is when we are a little too much relaxed, which I don't know if there's such a thing, but actually there is. When you feel that you're lacking motivation, when you feel lethargic, spacey, it's hard for you to focus. Stress can give us so many weird effects. Can have very unpleasant effects, and some of the effects can be either you go into that panic attack mode and anxiety mode. Then we must work with a cooling energy such as Ida Nadi, Ida lunar energy. But when we are already too relaxed, maybe we have been working with Ida Nadi for too long, then we start getting spacey, lethargic, and we start finding a hard time to simply enjoy little things in life. So when we come to that place, we must bring some fire to the body. Pingala Nadi will help you to rise that fiery vibration, to motivate you once more, to find your spark. Don't let your mind wander. Visualize energy moving in through your right nostril as you inhale, moving out through the right nostril as you exhale. Make sure your mudras are not too tense, you're not strangulating your thumb. In the system of the mudras, the thumb represents the universe, the cosmos. My teacher used to say that the thumb also represents the self. When you are wrapping your thumb with your fingers, think about yourself, wrapping yourself with beautiful cosmic energy, protective energy. Each of the fingers have also a different meaning, a different energy. For instance, your index finger represents knowledge. When your thumb and your index come together, you are tuning with the energy of wisdom, knowledge. When you think about your middle finger, you want to connect with that. You are connecting with the energy of patience, love, compassion. So when your thumb and your middle finger join, that's the energy that you are tuning in. Your your ring finger, represents the energy, your own energy, your vital source. This is an energizing mudra, also known as the solar mudra, Pushan. So when your thumb and your ring finger meet, you are tuning with the energy of vitality. And finally, your pinky. The pinky carries the energy of meditation, the energy of the worth, of communication. So I think of Adi Mudra as surrounding it, wrapping ourselves with all four forces, universal forces, in one single mudra, wrapping yourself with all of that goodness, rising and falling. We're gonna take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you are ready, release your right hand mudra, wiggle your fingers, extend your arm forward, and as you inhale, reach your arm up towards the sky. And here is where we adjust the upper body, remember? Then you can bring that left shoulder towards the left if your spine will allow for that rotation. Readjust your blanket under the head for extra support. You can readjust your legs. Really, you can change your position in any way that feels right for you. Left hand stays in Adi Mudra, so your thumb still is inside your fist. And then your right hand will go and land anywhere along your body that feels right. So whether it is the rib cage, the hip, the tummy, you don't have to go into full rotation. Remember, you want to feel openness of the chest, but still feel like you're wrapping or hugging yourself with the right side. You can go into Mukula Mudra with the right hand, cupping your hand, bringing the thumb, index, the edges together, and just bring your hand to the position that will work for you. Relax your jaw, your face. Reconnect with your breath. Still focus on the right nostril. We're still working with Pingala Nadi, the solar energy. Mukula Mudra has the quality that it actually infuses the area with the prana that you're working on. So as you cup your right hand and you place it on your body, you are infusing that particular area with prana, although you are working with the whole side regardless. It's more like focusing the energy there. Breathing in through the solar side, through the solar nostril, the right nostril. Breathing out through the solar nostril. If you are working with your mantra, remember as you inhale, in your mind you repeat Om. As you exhale, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Whatever technique you're using, don't let your mind wander. Don't let your mind wander. Bring it back. Visualize the energy moving in and out through the right nostril, your Pingala Nadi. We're gonna take one more breath here, full deep breath. And on your next inhalation, reach your arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring it forward in front of your chest. Release your mudra on the left hand. Take a few moments here, watch your breath. Now, on your next, before we move on to our backs, next, you want to move your bolster, pillow, whatever you support you have, down towards the feet. And then turn onto your back once again. Take your time to mindfully get there. Roll onto your back. Remember, your hips are on the floor. You feel supported by your blanket. And then have your feet, your ankles on your bolster if you have a bolster. Readjust your blanket. We're not staying here for too long. You can bring your arms out to the sides at a goalpost posture. And take a few moments here and observe. We're gonna take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you're ready, wiggle your toes and fingers. Keep your prop, your bolster or pillow where it is. Bend your knees and move on to your favorite side. Take a few moments here. And just checking in again with your body. Check in with your breath. And we're going to use the top hand to slowly help ourselves up. Be mindful, move slowly. Keep your blankets right where they are. And turn onto your tummy. You're going to rest your feet on the pillow. Once you go onto your tummy, you want to find a place where your hip bones are supported by the blanket, yet your pubic bone is falling down, is touching the floor, maybe touching or is falling towards the floor. Now from here, move your third blanket forward and you're gonna make yourself a little extra support for your forehead, so you can go ahead and make yourself a bigger noodle, not too thick though, and bring it in so you still have space here so you can breathe. Bring your hands by your sides, palms facing up, round your shoulders. So for some of you, the shoulders will touch the floor. Those of you who are quite gifted, you can make yourself just a little noodle here and remove all your gift out of the way, and that will help you. You will feel more supported. Your shoulders will not touch the floor. We're not aiming for that. We're just allowing them to roll down towards the floor. We create demand on the upper back, rounding the back. If you can bring your big toes to touch and allow your heels to flare, you do that. If not, toes pointing back is fine. Don't let your mind wander. Watch your breath. If you like mudras and you would like to work with the mudra here, you can bring your thumbs and index together, extend other 3 fingers, working with this Gyan mudra. Guide your breath into the lower parts of your back, filling up from your lumbar spine into your thoracic spine, to the top of the shoulders. Exhale from the top of the shoulders, upper back, and finally empty your lower back. Inhale into your lower back, into your mid back, to the top of the shoulders. Exhale from top of the shoulders, upper back, and then lower back. Find your rhythm. Dirga Pranayama. Focus on your back body. And here is where you will be able to really fill up your lungs as you focus on your back body. Your pranayama has a different effect when we work into the back body.
Although you are relaxing your body, the pose, this asana, it's everything but passive. You can feel the rise of the energy as you inhale and the cleansing effect of the exhalation as you let your body fall and empty, rising into the back body, falling, rising, falling. Continue on your own. Your mudra is firm, not dense. Your 3 fingers are extended. Your thumb and index are touching. Other 3 are extended. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. Release your mudra, wiggle your fingers. Mindfully circle your arms around the mat. Put your blanket out of the way. Stack your hands or your fists. Rest your forehead down for a few moments. Be mindful, bend your knees, bring your foot, not your foot soles on the floor, bring your feet towards the sky and move your feet side to side. Come back to center and bring your pillow or your prop out of the way. You might kick it with your feet. We're gonna be very mindful as we move up onto our knees. So when you're ready, bring your hands under the shoulders, engage your shoulder blades, and as you exhale, push yourself up on your knees. You can have your blankets the other way, just so that they support you. I'm gonna get a little bit of movement here. Press the top of the feet on the floor. Remember to have a neutral back, so we're not going on to cow stretch just yet. The next time you exhale, send your hips to the left and your gaze to the right.
Breathe deeply here. Feel the stretch through your glute. Feel your side bend. And the next time you inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, hips to the right, gaze to the left, just comfortably. Feel the stretch, breathe. Next time you inhale, slowly come back to center. Tailbone up, drop your belly, look forward or up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your back, let your head then go. Inhale, tailbone up, drop your belly, open your chest, look forward or up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone. Draw your navel in as you round your back, let your head relax. Last one, inhale, tailbone up, drop your belly, look forward or up, blades together. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, navel in, round the spine, breathe out, and inhale, come back to center. Wiggle your hips, your tail, move them side to side. Move your hips side to side, and then walk your hands back towards your feet and shoulders back and down. We're gonna sit down for a little bit, so you are welcome to sit on your blankets and your bolster. So you can sit on the edge of the blanket to tilt your pelvis, or if you have your bolster or your pillow and you'd rather do that, you can as well. Work that way. We just want to be a little higher with our hips. Cross your legs comfortably. And feel the support. I'm just gonna move it a little bit here. So you want your pelvis tilted forward a bit, just so that you have your arch on the lower back. Relax your shoulders back and down, and we're gonna work with a mudra. We've done this mudra before. See, it's Uttara Bodhi Mudra. So you want your palms together, interlace your fingers, and then release your index and then your thumbs. Then open like a diamond shape, open your hands, and flip that diamond shape against your Manipura chakra, right below the sternum. Now you might notice your shoulders are rounding in. See if you can allow your shoulder blades to move towards each other, keeping the elbows out to the sides, stretching through the chest. Press your mudra against your body, and your body against your mudra. Relax your jaw, press the crown of the head towards the sky, and press your body towards the floor. The next thing is make sure that your knees are comfortable. If you need to change your position or you want to sit up on your chair, you are more than welcome to do that. You want to be comfortable so that you can focus on the breath, not on the discomfort of the body. You want to have a spine nicely straight and neutral. Then observe the breath. No need for control here, just observe it. The mudra will help the elongation of the inhalation. Just like you did before, where you were focusing the breath into the back body. The next time you breathe in, think about the back body. Just think about the back body and observe. You can visualize the energy rising along the spinal column from bottom to top as you inhale, and from top to bottom as you exhale. This is the Sushumna Nadi, the center line of energy. After balancing Ida and Pingala, the moon and the sun, the female and male energies, we finally work with the centered line of energy, Sushumna. It is right at the center of your spinal column. Feel the rising from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Feel the falling from the crown of the head
to the tailbone. Keep your jaw, face relaxed. Keep your shoulders, neck relaxed. Your mudra is firm but not tense. Your shoulders are engaged, but you're not putting all this tension here. There is an intention of keeping the shoulder blades together and pull them gently down, but without forcing. And you notice if you work with the shoulder blades and pull down, it will be hard for you to clench your teeth. Notice. Now, some of you will enter the vortex of energy and you will start spinning like if you had a cord coming out through the crown of your head and will make you spin. You don't have to look for that. And if you're not feeling that, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It's just some people will experience that and it's okay. Don't get scared. You have just found your center of energy and you're just going with the flow, literally. Flow of energy. You might notice that you are moving back and forth instead of going in circles. Same thing. Notice how energy manifests in your body. How do you connect to it? No right or wrong. Those of you who need more time here can stay here. Those of you who need to ground and go back onto Shavasana, laying down on your back, you are welcome to do that. You are welcome to go on Shavasana with your blankets, without the blankets, whatever feels right. Laying down on your back with your legs extended. If you are okay to stay here sitting up, and if you need more time with your pranayama and meditation, you can pause the video, whether it's sitting up or laying down on your Shavasana. And then when you are ready, you can continue to close our practice together. You can come back here and move on. Those of you who are ready to move on, we're going to take 3 more breaths here. When you finish with your 3rd exhalation, mindfully release your mudra. Relax your fingers. If you want to switch your seated position, switch your legs, you're welcome to do that. Those of you who were on Shavasana,
You are welcome to stretch your whole body, tense, and go into your prune face and put all tensions into your hands and then let go. And at your own time and when you're ready, meet us on our seated position, cross-legged, sitting on your heels or whatever works. And now from here, moving all together, bring your hands together at the center of the heart in Namaste position. Press your thumbs against the sternum against the thumbs. Roll your blades together gently and down. Slightly tuck your chin, just a little bit. We're gonna seal our practice with the sound and vibration of Om. We'll take a breath together. Inhale through your nostrils, expand. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open. Bring your gaze forward. Relax your shoulders back and down. Drop your hands. If you need to side out, you're welcome to do it while you rub your hands together, building up extra good vibes here. Breathing deeply. Letting all the tension go. No tension goes to the neck, by the way. And with all that good vibes, you want to shower yourself with all around you. And then shake off all tensions, all stresses, all worries. Don't take them with you. Thank you so much, yogis. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.